Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix on this fine Friday night. My name is Adef, and this is Challenger Approaching. You know, my shows keep getting bamboozled by guests having last-second things come up, which often means that you get me instead of talented people, but we get to hang out and vibe, so that's okay. I'm going to be playing some OOT Rando tonight, but let's do the announcements first. Games Done Quick is hiring. If you have experience in website design and development and would like to help overhaul our website, or have experience in social media creation and want to help out at our live events, be sure to go to gamesdonequick.com/jobs and apply. But gamers, hello one and all. This is Challenger Approaching, the show all about challenge runs. I'm going to get right into it here. This is the OOT randomizer. I have decided that tonight, I've done OOT randos in the past on this stream, and you've seen OOT randos in the past on this stream in a myriad of capacities, but I feel like something that you don't often see is the absolute worst of the worst. Just something so unbelievably unplayable that it's mind-boggling. I have shown no logic on this stream before. I have completed several no logic runs on GDQ in the past, but this is no logic all sanity. So what that means is that items can be anywhere. There's no logic behind item placement. So the bow could be behind a bow required check, for instance. But all sanity means that items can be in pots, items can be in crates, items can be in shops, items can be on Deku scrubs, items can be on any golden Skulltula in the game, and so forth. So the likelihood of me finishing this run tonight is almost zero, but I just want to see what I can get up to in 3 hours. My goal is to just drill this as hard and fast as I can in 3 hours. All glitches are allowed because it's possible that the run is not completable without them. In fact, it's almost guaranteed. Yeah, that's it. So we're going to get started here. I have my own timer as well because I need to see how long this is. We're going to get started here. It looks like our free medallion is a stone. In 3, 2, 1, go. Now, a couple things worth noting, just a couple things worth noting here, is that I have 2 items in the pool that are not randomized. And the reason for that is just so that the run at least gets started at somewhat less than a leisurely pace, or somewhat faster than a leisurely pace, and that is the Kokiri Sword and the Fairy Ocarina, just so that we can have a little bit of sauce early, and a lot of the areas are open. That's just to, again, give us a little bit of freedom, because the likelihood that this is not completable is high. So again, this will be the Kokiri Sword. And that, again, is just to make our lives about 1% easier. Hope everybody enjoyed that premiere of All the Things, one of our new shows in the lineup of new Hotfix shows. Shasta did a great job, and I enjoyed seeing some SM64DS, a welcome run. To all of those of you watching on YouTube, watching this VOD after the fact, I know there are lots of you. I'd like to thank you for your patronage also. Ooh, we got the triple rupee drop. That's good for any percent, but we're not going to get it. All right, our first house. Now, another thing worth noting is that I don't know where all the pots are in the game. Song of Time, okay, one of the less useful songs. I don't know where all the pots are in the game because I don't go into all the houses very often. Okay, GTG small key. Like, for instance, are there pots in this house? Frankly, I don't know. And that's going to be half the fun here. There are. We are going to be experiencing this as a unit, trying to find where all the pots are. And the pots that have possible items in them are going to be gold. And the crates that have possible items in them are also going to be gold. So that's a little bit of help coming our way, which is nice. Like, for instance, are there pots in this house? No, there's not. There are a handful of things that I did not randomize. Freestanding hearts and rupees I did not randomize because, good God, can you imagine? Okay. We're going to get a lot of just green rupees and hearts here, as you can see, because that's a lot of the pots in the game. We're just going to check the shop out here. How expensive are the Deku Nuts, out of curiosity? We can buy that. Worth having. Also, the dungeon entrances are also randomized. So Deku Tree does not necessarily go to Deku Tree. It can. It's 1 in 7. How many dungeons are there? 8? 1 in 8? It's 1 in 8 to do so, but it doesn't necessarily. Same with boss rooms. Boss rooms are also not necessarily vanilla. They can also be randomized. So, you know, it's just a grand old time here on the GDQ stream, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday, no matter where you are in the world or what's going on. Okay. We are hoping that some of these gossip stones give us just a little bit of sauce, because frankly, we know nothing. The game plan is to kind of rush some areas with like a lot of pots and crates, because those are good. Okay, Ice Cavern, so far, not important, because both of those hints were like, it's not important. Let's just check Deku Tree here, but unlikely to be a dungeon we can do anything in. Well, this is Ice Cavern, a dungeon that the game really wants us to know about. So everybody mark that off in your brain. Deku Tree is Ice Cavern, because I'm not going to write it down, because why would I do that? Why would I take notes? Huh? Why would I do that? Okay? You're nuts. Okay. I'm thinking we have nothing. So why don't we get the Ocarina, which I'm just going to go ahead and mark now. And maybe do this. We're gonna go through the forest, get a few checks, and then do the cack loop, and then go adult. I think that's my plan. Whatever I don't finish on stream today, by the way, I'm gonna do more on Monday, which is the next day that I'm streaming, on my stream, just because there's no universe where this stream ends today. It's just not gonna happen. Or where this run ends in the course of the show. DMC is foolish. Okay. Yeah, let's check this. Do we have enough rupees? I think it's 20 to buy. And we have Deku Nuts. It's 40! DC has Fire Temple boss key. Okay. Should we follow ADEF? That's up to your discretion. Also, yeah, it's just you and me tonight, chat room. So it's just you and me hanging out. So if you have any questions or thoughts or things to say to Mr. ADEF, you feel free, okay? Where would we follow ADEF at? Okay, so tonight I'm going to do something a little bit different. You can see my Twitch, whatever, it's on stream, etc., etc., etc. That's all well and good. But I have, for the last 2 months, been working on a YouTube video that is 30 minutes long, and it should be uploaded within the next, like, week or two. And I have never worked so hard on an online project in, like, my whole life. I've put easily over 100 hours of work into this thing. I'm going to say subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. That's all I want. Now I have to concentrate. Okay. My finger slipped. I do not have chest size matches contents. I decided actively not to have that on because I think it's funnier when you have no idea. I would love 2 rupees. Thanks. Appreciate that. Look, when this scrub matters, you're all gonna say, wow, what foresight. How long have you been running No Logic? Off and on for like a year. This is only my second ever All Sanity run, though, so it's going to be incredibly bad. Where channel? YouTube, youtube.com/8fgames. Sir? Let's go. Spend 40, get 5. The best trade deal I've ever heard. You've been subbed to the YouTube for a while. Let's go. Okay, let's take the river. Nice. What possessed you to run this category? A ghost. Shocking, I know. Oh wait, do I have this open? It should just be open, right? Okay, no, it's not open. I thought I opened that, but that's okay. Shooting the sun grants Deku nuts. Okay. Can you explain the no logic all sanity? Yeah, of course. So no logic means that the items can be anywhere. So logic basically means, hey, if this check requires you to have a bow, we probably shouldn't put a bow there because getting the bow would require the bow, and that's no good. But no logic means that that bow can still be there, which is great fun. It's fun for the whole family, actually. And all sanity means that items can be inside pots, crates, gold sculptulas, shops. The list goes on. Was it like a cool ghost or a spooky one? He's pretty cool. His name is Geraldinho, and he is so epic. Why'd I do that? Fully thought that was going to run away. How many backup wrong warps? So wrong warps aren't really going to work in the normal way, because I think cutscenes are... Or do I have useful cutscenes turned on? So they would work, but we shouldn't need wrong warps. Probably. I actually don't even know if cutscene pointer warps would work with randomized dungeon entrances. It's a very high likelihood that they would not. Inside Jabu Jabu, one can find the Spirit Temple. Very normal. But there will be a myriad of glitches, you know, providing we find any useful objects. And by objects, I mean items. It's fine. Most of the small keys we find are going to be GTG. That's just how it is. There's a lot of keys in there, like more keys than the rest of the game. Yes, it is possible for All Sanity to be unbeatable. It's possible for just no logic to be unbeatable. No logic is almost certainly unbeatable without glitches, and therefore All Sanity by extension. But it's very, very possible for this to be not beatable at all. Not very possible. It's somewhat possible for this to be not beatable at all. OOT is a pretty powerful game. You can do a lot of stuff. Yes, it is worth going places with a lot of breakable jars, correct. What is the likelihood that this is completable? Probably 90% or higher. Oh, I thought that was a heart. It's the mirror shield, my friends. Shield Central. Vanilla Zora Tunic. Fire Temple Small Key for 10 rupees, we'll take. 80 rupees for Highline Shield, okay. Okay, and I don't think I can buy those. If the pots respawn, the game really wisely checks to see if you've gotten the contents of that pot yet. As you saw, they're not gold anymore. Oh, that's what open domain means? Interesting. Can we get the jump? I jumped way too far to the left. This is a possible 2-dive, though. Or 3-dive, maybe? Oh, so sad. With a good jump, this could have been a 3-dive, probably. Or maybe a 2, I'm not 100% sure. Nah, that's kind of tough. Yes, gold pot or gold crate basically just means unopened. Yeah, we got randomized music too because, I don't know, part of the experience. Yes, you're allowed to use glitches at any time for anything. The only glitches I'm not using are like get item manipulation, but I don't even know if that would work with the item indexing. But everything's allowed. I'm limiting myself on RBA because it's a little powerful. But I'll use it to increase my ammo count on stuff. Let's go! I'm so excited! A gold Skulltula token! It's Christmas! So, we happen to know that Jabu is Spirit Temple. I can check some pots. I can check a few things, actually, in Spirit. As child. Oh! Don't mind if I do. Okay, bottom of the well is Forest Temple. Swimming all the way around the fish, the slow way. Can I climb on this? Actually, I have no idea. Kind of. Not really. We're just going to this tree. What has been your fastest no logic all sanity? I've yet to complete one. My first try was yesterday. And after like 4 hours, I was like, I'm gonna go to bed. Vanilla. Let's go, dude. No, rocks are not randomized. Can you imagine? I keep saying, can you imagine? But I don't think that's any more unbelievable than what's already going on. Fair. But no. You might say, but you don't have a bottle and a fish. However will you get in? Well, with sauce, of course. It's really late. It was like 3 frames late. Oh, can I please? There we go. Good Lord. Okay. That's one of the items we need for go mode. Sure. Love a little light arrow. Okay. We just need magic and a bow and Ganon's castle small key. Or big key, I mean. Come here, you friend. Wait, does this? I don't think I can do anything here, actually. Are there pots in this room? I don't remember. I'll just do that preemptively, but there is nothing else I can do here. So we are going to leave. But light arrows, very worth. Do you have ice traps enabled? Of course I do. There are 4 of them, and I just can't wait. Okay. We are probably going to be heading adult momentarily. But first, we must get there. First of all, say hello to a king. Everybody say hi. It's important. Ganon, so I have several hints turned on. Ganon tells about light arrows, which we obviously don't need anymore. Dampé's diary tells you one of the hookshot locations, because there are 2. And there are a handful of other miscellaneous things, but those are the big ones. Oh no, that was so dumb. I should have gotten that Skulltula. Well, it's probably, statistically speaking, nothing good. The diving reward was like 5 rupees or something. Oh, did I not talk to him after diving? Did I talk to him? It doesn't matter, right? The likelihood of it being nothing is so high. I'm sipping on a level of copium you could not even possibly imagine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, okay? It's gonna be fine, all right? You all know that it's gonna be fine. I know it's gonna be fine. You know it's gonna be fine. We all know it. We all know it in our hearts, and that's fine. What could go wrong? You're telling me the bow is on that thing? No way! Absolutely not. Also, just to make our lives easier, I have made this requirement 1 cucko instead of all of them. Just to be free. Yay! These guys are turned to a setting where they will tell me what they give, which is nice. Gold Skulltula token for 10. We don't want anything from them. 50's a blue rupee, thank God. 30 is the Megaton Hammer. Let's hope we don't have to do that. Although 30 is pretty fast in this kind of setting. 40's a blue rupee. What's 20? Green rupee. Okay, so 30 is the only one that matters. I'm pretty sure 100 is not randomized. Yeah. So 30 is the only one that matters, potentially. Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo-doo. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. Skibba-dabba-dooba. Skibby-dabby-dooby. I don't think there are pots in here, but we can check what it is. That is a bomb bag. If it is an ice trap, I swear to the Lord on high, I will scream. You will all hear me scream, and you will hate it. You will hate it. Mark my words. It is possible to take a cuckoo up there, isn't it? You can fly a cuckoo there, correct? Incorrect? I could just get it as adult. I mean, I'm really not that worried about it. Let's go this way. It is possible, isn't it? To take a cuckoo to there? I just feel like it is. Oh, you can take the owl. Yeah, that's a good call. You sure can. Wow, I sure do love a gold Skulltula token. Am I right, fellas? I feel like you can get there from up here. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Spirit Temple also has hook shot. Okay, well, we'll definitely be going back there. Getting into Jabu as adult, slightly harder than child, but still possible. And by slightly harder, I mean about 1,000 times harder. You can take a cuckoo where the man is running on the beams and fly from there. Could you also go from here? Perhaps? I feel like this feels possible. I don't know, it's pretty high. That's not gonna make it. You go from here? Really? How do you even... Oh, smart. I get it. I've never done this, but I know it's possible. I have ideated, I have thought, and I have created a plan. My plan is thus. Oh, don't do that, sir. Sir! Sir, you're harshing my vibe. You're making a critical mistake. Everybody at home right now like, wow, Adev is really bad at this game. And you're right. How, sir? What? Guys, I think you're lying. I think you've been lied to. You've been lied to your whole lives, actually. I'll try it one more time from the closest point, but this feels unlikely to be done by me right now, even if it is possible. If this is an ice trap after all of this, you know? Don't you guys love that I've been playing for 30 minutes and we have nothing? Link, you are bewildering. Okay, we're coming back. I want to do it. Dude, I'm so mad. Don't talk to her. Don't throw the cucko. You can make it just flying? That feels impossible. If this is true, and Nintendo Power knew about this, it's gonna be shocking. Articles will be written about this moment. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. I'm gonna be a patient boy. I'm patient sometimes. It's been known to happen. No way. Please don't be an ice trap. Don't do it. Yes. Okay. All right. In that case, let's just go adult right now. Chat, you were right. You were right. You were right. Okay. Okay. I admit it. Chat room was right. Get your L's out. Post your L's. It's fine. It's fine. I don't even care. I don't even care. Should I wait? We'll come back for the cack skulls. Methinks. I'd rather hit this day-night cycle. All right, chat room. The Holy Grail. This room is the Holy Grail. Press 1 if you think there'll be something good in here. So far, Fro's Wind, Another GTG small key. Kind of shocking lack of stuff so far. Serenade of Water. I got Warp Songs in here yesterday, too. Forest Temple Small Key. We have 2 of those now. That's a wallet. Would have been helpful at the start of this room. Water Temple Small Key. Piece of Heart. Fire Temple Small Key. Lots of keys. Deku Shield, finally. I can do so much as child now, but I still think I can do so much as child now. Oh, God. We'll pick it up for 111 rupees. Let's go adult. We can come back and do a ton as child. But we'll do some stuff as adult first. How much? 200? And how much for this? Sorry, is that 10 rupees? Thanks. So that's bombs, serenade. Okay, things are going too well right now. 180 rupees. Okay. Things are going a little too well right now. And that frightens me. That scares me. How much are your bomb chews, sir? Also 180. Okay, well. Things are just going a little bit too much my way. That's never a good sign. Never a good sign. Oh, right, I gotta do ZL first. Nice. Another GTG small. Everything's coming up Millhouse, baby. Words famously spoken moments before disaster. See, but when things like this happen in a seed like this, then you go, just nice. Hours, and I mean hours with nothing. We got... Oh, that was vanilla, by the way. We got Deku Shield, too, I think I should mark. Let's go here. We have to wait a full day night for this. You know what? We will do it this way. I bet you never seen this. Look how far we can go. Check it out. Hyrule truly is beautiful this time of night. What a stunning visage. What a beautiful landscape. What a mind-bogglingly just picturesque image. Ah, yes. Of all the castles in the world, this is certainly one of them. Hello, fence. All right, you guys, here's the deal. I've got like 30 seconds here to pitch you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're already on YouTube watching this VOD and you don't subscribe, I don't know what you're doing. Here's the deal. For like 2 months now, I have been working tirelessly in all my free time on this video. I finished the first full draft, everything done of it literally yesterday, okay? The video is 27 minutes long, and I'm gonna tell you, Twitch chat, first here on the GDQ Twitch channel what it's about. It is about, loosely, I don't wanna give it all away. It is a video that is gonna show off some really unbelievably unlucky and lucky moments in Pokemon history, and I'm gonna explain all the math behind the moments. That's actually the entire concept of the video, I'm now realizing. So youtube.com/8fgames, that's where you gotta be. Hit that subscribe button and do not miss it. It should come out within the next like week or two, ideally, if all goes to plan, okay? And I literally have never worked so hard on a YouTube video in my whole life. And look, I'm shamelessly plugging because I put like 100 hours of work into this thing. And if it flops, you know, that's just how it be, I guess. Look, I've gone through about 1,000 different iterations of thinking it's good and thinking it's bad, which usually when you're making something and that happens, that actually means it's good. Also, we're staying child. I don't know. I can't. I just want... There's so many checks. Look at all these pots. Thank you for the YouTube subscriptions, gamers. What if you're allergic to math? It's okay. The video will be funny even if you don't care about math, I promise. If not the least of which, just because I have, through my research, collected literally the most unbelievable clips. Like, you are not gonna believe what I have found. Let's go. With a shield and bombs and strength, I feel like there's no reason not to just stay child. I'm a purist and I only follow 8F's TikTok. You know? I respect it. I do be making TikToks. Oh, if that was the Ganon's Castle boss key, I was about to pop my pants. You heard me. Gotta spend rupees to make rupees? That's the damn truth. Hello, Epona. I am like actually excited though. I don't know. When you are a person that makes something, which I'm sure many of you are, people that make stuff, there really is this sort of like ubiquitous experience, I feel like, amongst those who create, where it's like hard to stay positive about the thing that you're making. Nice super slide. All the way throughout the process. But I really do think that if you're somebody that holds yourself to a really high creative standard and you are going in and out of being proud of the project, there's a really high likelihood that it actually is good, if that makes sense. Zora scale on the market. Wait, what? I didn't see it. Oh, it must be... Right. There are other checks there. We're gonna stand here and wait for nighttime. I think that is wise. Yeah, exactly. Could be bomb chew bowling, could be the treasure minigame, could be Richard Z, which is the horse. Is that not all just market? Wait, is the snore noise? Is the snore noise the noise for nighttime? That's so good. You know what? I can do a thing here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull this off. I think it's like right here. Be like here-ish. I'm not gonna waste too many bombs on this. If you cause an explosion at 000 on the map, you can kill all the freestanding Skulltulas, which would be nice because otherwise killing that one up on the wall and this other one up on this other wall is rather difficult. And I don't want to collect them right now because the glitches required to do so without Boomerang are quite difficult. Possible, but difficult. But I could at the very least check their contents to see if it's something I need to check later. Okay, my plan now is I need to get to CAC before day, which should be possible. I just need to, like, not play bad. Hello? mean, we'll take it. Could be good. Probably GTG, but could be good. Shadow. Okay. 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 I should have gotten the bunny hood while I was there. That was foolish. I didn't mean to get a forward Hess or a Fess, but it's what we got. I dropped it. You just noticed the estimate? Yeah, we do a little fooling around. We do a little goofing. Okay, this is going to be a tight day-night cycle, I think. Not if I get that first try. Okay. We can get almost every Skulltula. 2 of them in CAC are slightly... Well, one of them we don't have bugs, because we don't have a bottle. But the other one I don't really want to hover to right now, so... We can at the very least kill him. I didn't check these, really? Okay. Gotta break out those Fess moves for the next wedding I'm at. Yeah. You bet. Saria's song? Unfortunate. We would love Minuet there, but that's okay. Saria's song is a check. Does get us 1 check, so it's not nothing. Have I not marked anything, gamers? Frore's Wind. I don't know that that actually has a spot on this tracker, though. No. Yeah, it does. Okay. I'm too late for Dampe. That's greatly unfortunate. That's not great. Really should have gotten the bunny hood. I'm rich! Piece of art. The nifty little way to see what it is without going up there. Okay. Oh, I was gonna go over here, actually. Forest Temple is in bottom of the well, so we should not go there yet. We'll do that as adult, which is so annoying. Oh, God. Bottom of the well as adult is no fun. A glitch I have not done. It's a long time. a long time. Nice. Can you kill with this? No, but I can kill with this. Nope. Should have added entrance rando. You mean this? Oh, right, there's a boulder. I was gonna go for dramatic effect there, but it's not gonna work out. But act like I just said it. You mean this? If I had choose, I could just vine clip here. But I don't. Could always come back. What was always in Death Mountain? So I've been told. Yeah. Yeah, I know you think you're really cool. I get it, we all do. You're very epic. There's an invisible floor there, by the way. How well can you navigate this place without the lens? Almost perfectly. But the Fire Keese Bemos room is my absolute kryptonite. Okay, we can do map, compass, and left side key. And then there are a bunch of pots in the basement, and that's pretty much it. Unless we get a key here. I can vine clip with bombs, but I don't want to. Fascinating. Okay. Well, you know, that's something. Oh! Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. Man, the game really wants me to stay child. Come on. No. Fine, yeah, let's just bomb chew it up, baby. Sick. Would love a bottle. I don't know if there are pots over there, but there might be. Coming in here was a good idea. Thank you for the good luck. Do we think there are bombs over there? It feels possible. Or, pots? Let's just call it a day. I don't want to get too greedy in here. Yeah. Let's just do this.
I love Deku Nuts.
You got a heart from a chest. You were disgusted. Valid. Valid and true. Thank you. Save an explosive by jumping around those. Got a lot of Forest Temple small keys. Oh god. With no logic but not all sanity, I finished a run on GDQ in under an hour once. That was fun. Can you clip this as child? Surely you can, right? Let's let this gentleman pass. Don't hit me. Okay, or do. That's fine. It does work. Let's go. Can I get some hot beats in chat, please? Can I get some hot chat? Or hot... Can I get some hot beats in chat, please? Nice. Can I get some hot chats, please? Oh, wait. We'll do this check and then we'll take our first break here. You want to see Link spin around? He's spinning. Cheat code to this, wait until the non-plussed face is in front of you, then pull the bomb. So, pull the bomb. A blue rupee, and a red rupee? I'm wealthy. Okay, gamers, we're gonna take our first break here for a second. Don't go anywhere. There's gonna be more of this, literally what you are seeing right now, in just a couple minutes. We're just gonna take a quick break, get some water, all that jazz. Everybody stick around, don't go anywhere. There will be more Challenger approaching right after this. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the GameSun Quick Hotfix. My name is Adef. This is Challenger Approaching, the show all about challenge runs. I'm doing an Ocarina of Time randomizer, no logic, all sanity. But did you know this weekend we have a Resident Evil race event featuring major Resident Evil games with high-level races from each community. Tune in at 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow and Sunday, July 15th to the 16th. Pretty exciting. But yes, this is Ocarina of Time, no logic, all sanity randomizer. That means items can be anywhere, including in pots, shops, crates, sculptulas, etc. Dungeons are mismatched. Everything's going wacko mode. Everybody's going bazonk, boy, blumble, dimble. You get it. I'm Adef, and we're going to get show on the road, or back on the road in 3, 2, 1, go. When the Challenger is approaching, that's me. I'm doing that. What would you do if I approached? Should I... What did I just get? Boomerang? I feel like I should go adult, finally. I feel like it's time. It's time. And we'll come back. We'll come back. I can do a lot in Spirit Temple, and supposedly the hookshot is there. And what if it's on Child's side? Where was Spirit Temple? Jabu? We have some keys there. It might be worth. It might be worth. It might be worth. Don't talk to him. It might be worth. I'm going to say we're going to do it. We're going to risk it. We're going to risk it all for the metaphorical biscuit. Oh, you know what? I should have save worked, probably. We'll wait for nighttime, maybe. Oh, I've had a thought. Oh, I've had an idea. I've had a thought. I've had a thought. Okay. Believe it or not. Ripley's. Believe it or not. I wonder what Nobuyuki Hiyama, the voice of Link in this game, is up to these days. I hope he is sipping a pina colada beside a pool, living his absolute best life, just vibing. That's what I want for him. And you can get the dive reward. That's right, the coveted dive reward. A green rupee? Wow. No thanks. Can I play again? Wow, a heart? It's my lucky day. No, I don't want to do that. Bomb choose, sure. Wait, is it between 4 and 5 for this one? Or do you just go straight down the middle? And this one is between 2 and 3. Between 3 and 4, I think. Do not play again. No. One time in my very early speedrunning days, I was doing a 100% speedrun of this game. It's very early ADEF era. And I thought you had to win every prize. I played that game. I just kept playing it. For like 30 minutes, I played it. I just wouldn't stop. Let's check these hints. I know that. I already have it. Okay. Here's the game plan. We're gonna do one more circle of child checks, and then we're going adult. That's the vibe. That's the vibe. Methinks. Oh, please become night. This is our thing now, waiting outside of Lon Lon Ranch for nighttime. This is our thing. This is my favorite thing to do now. I love it. This I love, okay? Now this generates joy. This generates joy for me. No doubt, no question, not a question in my heart about it. This generates joy in my life. Oh, it's almost night. Look how fast the sun sets in Hyrule. So just so everybody is aware, the only things we are missing for Go mode are the Ganon's Castle Big Key and magic. That is what we need. This is a green rupee, but it annoys me that this is gold, so I'm gonna get it. Please. Sad. So many big keys. Kind of shocking, actually. Are the bridge rupees randomized? No. Freestanding rupees and hearts and stuff are not randomized. It's my lucky day! Okay. Now, we are going to get a child skull and a couple checks in the forest. And then Jabu and the diving reward, which we skipped because I'm stupid. And actually, we'll go this way. That's the plan. Wow! Hooray! Forgot I had this. I often forget I have this. We're going to get a giant skull. Oh my god. Wow, if I had a green rupee for every green rupee I had, I'd have 2 times as many. And that, my friends, is just math. You don't say. I'd love a bomb drop. Or not. Going the wrong way. Where am I going? And why am I doing it? For some reason, slashing these bushes is like really turning me around. I only have the three salesman scrubs that normally give things as randomized checks, so that's good. Always a sad noise that they make. Was that the same math that's in the video? Yes. 2 times 1 equals 2 is the caliber of math you can expect from my forthcoming, dare I say it, highly anticipated YouTube video. I love how quickly you can zoom through here with the bunny hood. Oh, I did not check the Goron shop. Good call. I can check it as adult. That's fine. I bet it does. Hey guys. That's my YouTube channel. You all better subscribe or I'll weep. I put a lot of plosive energy on that P at the end of weep. We're gonna go left. We're gonna check these. And then we're gonna go right. Nice, finally. Then we're gonna go straight. And then we're gonna wait for Navi. Background on why you play Ocarina of Time. Well, this is a game that we had in my childhood that we loved quite a lot, and I played a lot of. And then in 2012, when I started speedrunning, it was a game that I played quite a lot of in those days and have continued to play over the last 11 years, which it's kind of wild to say that it's been 11 years since I started speedrunning, but it sure has. And you know what? That's fine. What? There we go. Do you have to play this again? We probably do, right? Unfortunate. Maybe he gives me a cool pattern again. Kind of. The coveted 2-dive is possible. No, Link, you poo-poo head! You poo-poo boy! Disgusto is your name now. Adef, I am always amazed at the tricks you pull out of nowhere that I have never seen in this game. That's called being a boomer. In fact, in Ocarina of Time communities, I am often given that title because I will do old, antiquated setups for things, and people will be like, why are you still doing this? It is slow. And I will say, well, you tried changing your muscle memory on the fly, okay? Aren't you glad that we checked that, you guys? That recovery heart? Yay. Something old dog, new tricks. We can get this now. Well, thank you for saying that. That is a nice thing to say. How long does this run? As long as it needs to be. All right, we're going back in. We're gonna promptly save so that when I lose my Deku Shield, I can cry about it and get it back. We don't need to be doing this, friend. We actually don't. We actually don't need to do this. Doink. You've been doinked, sir. Why is only one of those pots having this weird? Casual run or speed run? I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. You get to decide. What do you think? Your choice. I don't care. Either way is fine with me. Oh, see, this is why we do these things. Well, before I reset, why don't we just check the thing? Sir, you never shoot fire at me unless I have a Deku Shield. That's my low health noise? Good God. That's horrible. Oh my God. Classic. I'm dead. Classic. That is the noise that Princess Zelda makes when you are doing the castle escape and you get hurt or jump too far. Should have bought that Hylian shield when I was in market. That would have been smart. Doink the clown! That's no good. That being anybody's name for anything is no good. That's a no good. Here's the game plan. This guy is not going to shoot fire. Okay, he shot fire. It's interesting. I told him not to, so it's kind of weird. It's kind of wacky. We're playing this so safe. Oh, hello. Kind of forgot you were here. I'm hoping this is nothing. It's not nothing. Chill, Zelda. Chill. Don't hit me. You can sometimes get hit through the fence. Don't do it. We're gonna save. We're gonna save. Get absolutely smoked. Don't worry about it. Why would you want it to be nothing? So that I can keep my shield. We'll check. Will we check the thing? I did save, didn't I? Okay. Okay. Let's look at this. Okay. Is Mr. Dampe here? Oh, Mr. Dampe. You are wanted and desired, I promise. I love you so much. Sir, you're so... No, don't despawn, you're so sexy. Ahaha. I'll take that. Well, it's time to go adult. Like any good upstanding citizen who decides to take off their PJs and put on some real boy clothes, it's time to go adult. You know what? He might spawn if I do this. This is silly, I know, but... I know it feels like we haven't made like a ton of progress, but we actually have. We have. Does anybody remember where Megaton Hammer was? There was a hint for Megaton Hammer earlier. Still not here? Did I go in too late? I'm confused. Whatever. We're not gonna ruminate on it. Does anybody remember where the Megaton Hammer hint was? There definitely was one. Hi chat, hi runner, hello. I'm not saying you can't adult in PJs. I'm just saying that sometimes it requires not being in them. 30 skulls? Okie dokie. Thank you. Thank you for remembering that which I forgot. It's a pretty good video game. It's very cute. It's very fun. It's very pretty. It's very nostalgic for a lot of people. I think all of these things are true. I'm glad that people are enjoying. The bunny hood nearly making me lose my limbs. My God. Okay. Are any of these a bottle? I can't buy that, right? Yeah, okay. And then was the Highland Shield in... No, it was in the Zora shop, I think. This is where the bow was. Yeah. Are you a bottle? No. How much do you cost? 200? Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, you know what? All right. Okay, never mind. Don't know why I can't buy that, but all right. Oh, can you not buy that as child? That's kind of bad. Okay, let's become adults. Let's just do this. Be the Master Sword. Oh, I have the Mirror Shield, that's right. Okay, we really have so much to do. We need to start somewhere. So we're gonna start at the very beginning because that's a very good place to start. Doe, a deer, a female deer, etc. Oh, is that right? You can cancel the level up. Oh boy. Can I equip swap? Yes. Check this out. Why don't we equip something we don't need, just in case it overwrites? It won't, but... Actually, is this gonna work? Because, stupid rando, dude. I'm not gonna explain why that's annoying, because it's gonna require way too much technical knowledge, but just know that the rando is being mean by trying to be nice. It's not patched. It's just not possible without Dins or Nehru. From that side, unfortunately. Really? I don't have hook shot, so I have to get this rupee somehow. It's being very annoying. Oh, don't do that. Stop doing this. Why is this not working? What? What do you mean? These are jokes. You're doing jokes live on stream. Imagine that. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die! I'm not gonna die. Surprisingly, I have all the things required to do this. Oh my god, please. Thank you. Magic, though? Magic, though? A Deku Stick, it's my lucky day. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. I'm so sorry about this sound. I'm so incredibly sorry. It will end eventually. Or it won't. You know, I don't know. Something dropped a fairy. Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop, please. Please don't fly away. Sir, you are mine and I am yours. Thank you. That is our randomized low health noise. Sorry about it. Interesting. Come on. Nope. Stuff is not coming up ADEF right now. That's okay. Are there pots in here? I actually don't know. There's not very many trials I can actually get to the last room in right now, unfortunately. Oh, I don't have hook shots. Can I mega flip to that? Maybe? Maybe with a distance mega? I don't know. That looks far. Let's find out. Nope. That is no good. Okay, cool. Yeah, like just do it all. Please, thank you. At least the music is my favorite song in the game. Don't do that. Oh my god. How am I so bad at buffering? You need a distance mega? Okay, well then why don't we do that? Is that the frame? I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember the distance mega flip frame, and that's fine. We're just gonna move on with our lives and pretend that that chest is nothing. Because it's nothing. It's nothing. It means nothing to me. We love a bomb drop. Huh? What? Quite a message from the chat room. I mean, we have to do it eventually. We already have light arrows, so it's not like that important, but it is a check. There might be pots in here. I genuinely don't know. If you have the boss key, there's like a million pots, but... Oh, that could be really bad. What if the boss key is behind that? I just thought of that for the first time. This is a really nice Dynalphos. Did not jump at all. What do you mean, whoops? Neutral joystick during the knockback until 1 frame before backflip. I think that sounds right. The vast majority of my trick knowledge is from bingo, not rando, so very rarely am I adult in Ganon's castle without hookshot. For the love of God, stop circling. Game really wants me to be child. We'll just save word. That's actually going to take me below, so no, we're not going to save word. That is a waste of a save warp on VC. Hey guys, hello. Little fire keys, the boys. Oh, I have Bolero. I didn't mark that. Okay. There's a room in here with some pots, and then we got a lot of stuff to check. I mean, that's the bottom line, right? I think you can get in there as adult. There it is. Okay. So early. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of the adult circuit here. Oh, it's nighttime. It doesn't matter that much right now. There's a crate here that has stuff. Okay. All right. I really should wait for day. But there's stuff to get. Did you ever think of that? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves. I'm having a good time. And that is great. That is great. Does no logic essentially mean skips glitches required? Yeah, almost definitely. Technically, it's possible for there to be a seed without it, for sure. But essentially, yes. For lack of really going into like,
Well, actually, you could have a seed where everything ends up in the perfect place.
like, yeah, okay, sure. But also, like, shut up. They might be close. It bomb drops. That's nice. Are you an actual bottle? Sad. Okay. Oh my god. Gamers. It's almost time for the most important thing. It's time for you to get your guesses in for Dampé. Guess how long you think Dampé is going to take. Guess the time in chat. Should be somewhere between like 47 seconds and like a minute. Somewhere in that range. Get your guesses in chat. And I will warn you, if you guess incorrectly, you actually have to subscribe to me on YouTube. That's actually true. That's actually a true fact. You have to. Legally required if you guess wrong. Nice ice trap. 73 seconds, no faith. You have no faith in me. Oh, come on. That was a tight angle and you know it. Damn, Dampé, chill, bro. Chill. Bro, chill. It's gonna be fine. I don't care about your hook shot, all right? It's gonna be fine. You don't even have it, probably. This is gonna be like a 53. Gross. $52. All of you people that guess other stuff, which is almost everyone, you owe me a subscription on YouTube. I'm so sorry. And if you guessed correctly, you actually also still owe. So, you know, there's that. Sorry about it. But thanks for playing. Appreciate that. The red. Hey, we love to see that. Thank you, sir. YouTube.com/8fgames, you guys, okay? If you're not subscribed, you're actually not cool. Actually not cool, okay? Like I said, banger YouTube video coming out in the next week or two. Banger. Absolute banger. Dodongo's Cavern. Okay, well, we don't know where that is. We're hoping it's in here. We can check everything there. It's actually not true. Almost everything. We can check a few dungeon entrances. Here we go. I mean, might as well. Not having hookshot here, not very epic. But that's okay. You can do lots of checks here. Oh, you can't do that? Okay, well. I thought that would work. I really did. Are you making notes of where the entrances are, or are you a big lad and trying to remember it all? I'm trying to forget it all. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We have like every small key in Forest Temple. Oh my god. I got a frame perfect turnaround. Oh wow, is that Hotfix host PT? That's nuts. True? How likely is it to get an impossible seed? I mean, I don't know the raw numbers. Unlikely? Probably. I can't get out of this room without save warp. But what I can do, if I can remember the setup. Damn. It's too bad. I think it's just backflip, backflip. I don't think you side hop. I could be wrong, but. In fact, I'm gonna look it up actually. First, we'll do this. Hey, yo. Hello, gamers that are just joining us. Okay. Can you actually hang on? I've just had a thought. Can you do this? Oh my god. I don't know how I didn't know about that. It's pretty good scrubs. Ah, I spoke too soon. This is probably not Queen Goma. I don't know what it is. It's a boss we actually could beat if I could equip swap. But I can't. There are checks in here! Oh my god! Okay. Gamers, we're going to take our second break here, and then we'll come back for our final segment of the night on Challenger Approaching. Everybody stick around. We'll be right back with more Challenger Approaching right after this. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. My name is Adef. This is Challenger Approaching, show all about challenge runs. We've got Ocarina of Time, Randomizer, No Logic, All Sanity going on right now. Quick announcement, if you've missed out on any Hotfix shows or any past events such as SGDQ 2023 or Juneteenth, be sure to check out the VODs on youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick. If you're watching on YouTube, you're already there. Subscribe and like. Okay, getting back into it here. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we are gonna do this. Bum 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 doom doo 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 bum 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 bum. No. I need... I mean, I can do some checks here, to be fair. Just need the Dongo's Cavern. Deku Tree intro song. Baby Seed, but very entertaining. I don't know if you've noticed, but not a lot has happened in like an hour. So I don't know about Baby Seed, but you do you, Chief. The beginning, certainly. Is that Requiem or Epona song? Far more useful. Like almost all the warp songs. I'm probably gonna like rush search all the dungeon entrances for DC. Oh my god. Own dungeon small key? No way. Oh my god. It's the actual mini-boss music? Don't do that. Why are you doing that? Stop it. You don't know me. You've never met me. We're not friends. We're not cordial. We're enemies. I hate you. Game really wants me to go to Spirit, but getting into Spirit as adult is going to be hard because it's Jabu. I'm going to want hover boots for that. There aren't pots over here, are there? No. I don't think so. In fact, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back here. Is there a check in here, or is it just a cow? Something I ask myself every morning. It's neither, so that's good. Are there pots in the fishing minigame? I don't think so. I don't think so. Should have checked that gossip stone before doing this, but it's too little, too late. So I will tell you I cheated just a little bit. In the randomizer settings, I omitted fishing. Because I hate it so much. Fishing brings me so much anger. I really hate it. Win condition is Light Arrow's magic bow. Sick. Wait, are there pots there? No. We have, and Ganon's Castle boss key, which we do not have. We're hoping for the hookshot to be early in the dungeon. That is the goal. For it to be one of the more difficult checks is going to be disheartening, because they only get harder without hookshot or hover boots. This song is pretty damn good. Are there pots on the other side? There are. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think I've ever gotten these pots in my entire life. never happened. Okay. You know what? I can kill you in check. Okay. Note that. There's a small key there. We'll come back for it once we have hover boots. I can get it now, but it's incredibly annoying to do. You have to hover up with bombs. It sucks. Like a 7-bomb staircase hover or something. Oh, there are pots in rooms I wouldn't typically go in. There are pots in the Lizalfos rooms, I'm realizing. Oh boy. I don't know where all the pots are in this dungeon. Fully, I do not know. Like, are there pots up here? I don't know. Let's do this. I don't even know what's up here. I have no idea. A room? This is this room? What? There are pots! Oh my god. Just give me the Ganon's Castle boss key, though. Imagine. Imagine just doing that. I knew it, you sneaky little guy. There's just no music? Okay. This goes here? Huh? Come on, please. Just be nice. Oh, yes, I'd like that. These sneaky little pots, dude. Like, is there a pot over here? I don't know. Maybe. There's a door. And 2 scrubs. Huh? What is going on in DC? What were they thinking? What were they thinking when they made this? Like, yeah, just put everything in there. Big difference from Deku Tree where nothing's happening. Might as well. Ba-dum ba-da, ba-dum ba-da, ba-dum ba-dum. Bow, ticka-ticka-down, ticka-ticka-down. I only have the scrubs that normally give stuff on. So it's all sanity, but like kind of not scrub sanity. Because I was like, I don't know where all the bots are. I don't know where all the crates are. I also don't know where all the scrubs are. So let's at least try to make this somewhat watchable. Just a little bit. Just like 5% watchable. Thoughts? Just give me a hook shot and I will be happy. Give it to me and I'll go, oh my God. That's my song. Did you like it? No. What? I was not in midair. Don't be doing jokes. Don't be doing jokes. You're joking. You're doing jokes. I see it. I see through your lies. Unbelievable. Is it on Spotify? No, it's at youtube.com/8fgames. And you have to subscribe to be able to hear it, actually. It's pretty wacky. Some algorithm stuff, I don't know. We know that 30 skulls is the only pertinent one. Yeah, we can kill you. Great boss music. Hookshot. Come on, man. Oh, but if this exits water, which we don't want to do right now. And I don't need medallions. Potentially. Shadow, damn. One of the medallions that potentially unlocks a check. That matters. Okay, well, we're hoping that it's not the one Skulltula I don't want it to be. That's what we're hoping. We're really hoping the hookshot isn't on this upcoming Skulltula. That's what we're hoping. Thank you. Sure, just these two pots. Who knew? The most important pots in the game, dude. All right. A ton just opened up. Chill. Chill. Are there pots? Oh, okay, yes. There are. Are there pots in here, though? I'm gonna take the gamble. I'm gonna take the gamble here and leave. Where should we go? What was Fire Temple? Shadow, I think. Oh boy. Why do you do this to me? Why? You can come back there as a child. That's fine. What? That hits the stairs, really? Why can't I do anything right? Oh god, I haven't done Reverse Wasteland in so long. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. I haven't done Reverse Wasteland in like 6 months. Alright, so I can only play for like another 10 or 15 minutes here, and it's very unlikely that we find the 2 items we need and then finish. So, here is the promise I will make to you now. Let me check my schedule just to be sure I actually can commit to this. Okay, Monday. So that's not today, not tomorrow, not the day after that, but Monday, because I don't stream Saturday or Sunday. I take the weekend off because I want to. Monday, I am going to finish this seed on my stream come hell or high water. That is my promise to you. That is my promise to you. Hello, Gwei. I want to show you something cool. I want to show off 000. Is the stream down? Oh, it's maybe back? Okay. I think we're back. Check this out, it's cool. This is a glitch called 000. So that kills all freestanding Skulltulas. Did you hear my promise, chat room? I said that since I can only play for 10 or 15 more minutes, on Monday, I will finish this run on my stream. That's my promise to you, because I take Saturdays and Sundays off. So on Monday, I will finish this run on my stream. Because presumably I'm not going to find the last 2 items in the final minutes here. Yeah, let's do this. Boop beep ba ba beep ba boo ba boop ba boop ba boop beep boop 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 beep boop boop ba 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 boom 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 boo doo doo doo. Okay. Really? Interesting. Okay, but it's actually not going to matter, though, because Ganon's Castle boss key is going to be right here. And magic is going to be the heart piece check I'm about to do. Nope, okay, well, too bad. So sad. Too bad, so unbelievably sad. Okay, Link. Sure, bud. Okay. It's all recovery hearts. Always has been. What is the 000 thing? So if you detonate an explosion at 000 on the map's coordinates,
interesting.
It kills freestanding.
I was thinking I was just gonna chill.
Why that is, I don't
Hades.
Couldn't tell you. Something glitch, something. We know that.
Oh, boy, thanks!
Let's do this. Okay, well, nice to know that I can get another Deku Shield easily. Oh god. What's even good? I can do a really niche check up here, I guess. Silvers can lift these, right? Yeah. Really? Okay, well, sure. Okay. In our final minutes together here, gamers, I would just like to thank you all for watching. If you are a longtime fan, oh right, I can do this, of Challenger Approaching, I appreciate you. If this is your first time catching Challenger Approaching, I appreciate you. It's all wonderful to me. My last second request, as I've said many times in this stream and has probably become unbelievably annoying by now, consider checking out my YouTube. There's some cool stuff on there now, but I promise the video that is forthcoming in the week or two to follow from now, that's language, is gonna blow your socks off, so, or at least I hope. Consider subscribing. That's it. And we'll make this, well, we'll do this and maybe a little more. YouTube.com/ADEF Games. That's the link. That's the link. Let's check Let's do Gerudo Valley. We'll do Gerudo Fortress, and then we'll call it a day. What if I'm not wearing socks when I watch it? I don't know what to tell you. It'll blow your feet off. My God. Wacky. Let's do it like this. This is called a Hess, or Hyper-Extended Super Slide. Where's the end of this fence, do you think? It's right there. Oh my God. Oh, I get to show something cool here, actually. I've just realized. First, you get to see a patented ADEF setup. There you go. That's the patented ADEF setup. Then we do this. Hyrule Castle is foolish. Well, that would have been nice to know a long time ago. Would have done it anyway. There's a lot of checks that unlock from that. Okay, I believe this setup is backflip, side hop, side roll, ESS 1 right. Nice. Oh, don't do that. We can do this the old-fashioned way. I think this works as adult. Does this not work as adult? Okay. Then we are going to have to get this. Before the night cycle is up, ideally. Please. Link, climb the ladder a little faster, will you, bud? Okay, thank you. There's the sun, which means it's about midnight right now. That was so dumb of me. Okay, well, that's fine. Colossal waste of time. Damn, we're gonna miss the day-night cycle! Oh, that's so sad. There are Skulltulas in here that I would have liked to have gotten, but that's fine. We'll just check a bunch of the pots in here, and then we'll call it a day. And then this will be the end of it. and I will resume this run on Monday on my stream. That's the promise I make to you now. There's a ton of pots to check here. We have Sun Song. Oh my God, we totally do. We totally do. We totally do, dude. You're totally right. You're absolutely right. That doesn't do anything in here. I'm stupid. But you're right. And I feel foolish for not remembering that. We've had it the whole time, actually. How many times have I waited for day-night cycles and nobody said anything? I've had Sun Song since like hour 1. How many times? How many times did you all do this to me? Now, I take some of the blame, I'll admit it. But I would say only about 1/2000th of the blame. Unbelievable. I mean, perfectly believable, but... I mean, I want it. Please? Thank you. All right, we'll just finish these up. Okay. Gold gaunts. Okay. Let's do this. Let's just go into GTG save and we'll call it. Okay, gamers, this has been Challenger approaching. I guess we'll just pause the timer, stop the timer. It's Water Temple. In 3, 2, 1, there you go. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you for joining me on this fine Friday evening. I really do appreciate it. Just after this will be Legally Cute coming up after a brief break. So there's more Hotfix Gaming coming up after this. Stay right here to see Cult of the Lamb and Hades. 2 phenomenal games from the last few years that will both be visible here on the GDQ Twitch channel momentarily. So do not adjust your television sets if you are watching on one for some particular reason. And be sure to stick around. Additionally, your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support Games Done Quick Hotfix. Please consider subscribing if you enjoy the daily speedrunning content. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. I have been Adef, and I will see you all next time. Peace.